Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3.
Isaac with the goal for the Wildcats.
Welcome into the Wildcat Center on the campus of Johnson Wales University in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a basketball doubleheader tonight as the Wildcats will play host to Bob Jones in both women's and men's basketball. First up is the women's game, and it features the 6-11 Bob Jones Bruins against the 5-4 Johnson Wales Wildcats. Bob Jones has been off for 10 days. They last played down in Kissimmee, Florida on January 5th. They dropped a 77-51 decision to Johnson University of Florida. The Wildcats also coming off a loss. They played up in Winston-Salem on Friday night and lost 72-58 to Piedmont International. So this is the first of two games this season between the Bruins and the Wildcats. Wildcats will return the trip down to Greenville in February, but right now we're all set for action here from the Wildcat Center. It is a whiteout tonight. Our students dressed in all white here for the game. And we hope it's a good one between these two great basketball teams. We'll turn you over to Chris Plano, our public address announcer. He'll have tonight's national anthem and starting lineups.
Who's the woman's coach beside Aaron? Do you know?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Johnson & Wales University Wildcat Center on Whiteout Night as your Wildcats host the Bruins from Bob Jones University. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this evening's national anthem. I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano. Welcome to Wildcat Center Gym. Now for the starting lineup for tonight's women's basketball game. First for the visiting Bruins of Bob Jones University. A 5'7" senior from Matthews, North Carolina, number 5, Sarah Thompson. A 5'11" junior from Fishers, Indiana, number 10, Kylie Lefu. A 5'6" sophomore from Travelers Rest, South Carolina, number 11, Grayson Ledford. A 5'6" senior from Mount Airy, North Carolina, number 20, Sydney Betzall. And a 5'9" sophomore from Cartersville, Georgia, number 32, Delaney Edwards. Bob Jones University, head coach by Mike LeVere, assisted by Rachel LeVere and Maggie Worcester. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on your feet and greet your Johnson & Wales University Wildcats. A 5'8" sophomore playing guard from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 14, Chase Muhammad. A 5'9" freshman playing guard from Wilson, North Carolina, number 21, Kayla Ken. A 5'9" junior playing guard from Durham, North Carolina, number 23, Jada Morgan. A 6' junior playing forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 32, Anisha Hankerson. And a 5'4" senior playing guard from Bennettsville, South Carolina. She's the team captain, number 4, Bianca Covington. Your Wildcats are coached in his inaugural season by Aaron Paranuk. He's assisted by Malika Connor.
All right, there you have it, fans. The starting lineups for tonight's matchup between the Bruins and the Wildcats. And for the call of the action, we'll get you to the voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got a good one on our hands tonight. Wildcats take the floor in white. They'll be going left to right on your screen. Bruins in the blue going right to left. Out in the circle for the Wildcats, number 32, Anisha Hankerson. And for the Bruins, number 10, Kylie LaFew. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck, but this should be Jada's first home game of the season for the Wildcats, coming back from injury.
Jada suffered an unfortunate dodgeball injury in the fall term, and now she's back and ready to rock and roll.
Wildcats have first possession. Inside, give and go out to Kent. Down low, Hankerson spins, hook shot, gets the roll.
Really good to see the Wildcats work the ball down to Anisha. She only had 8 shot attempts on Friday night up at Piedmont International, so I think it's a point of emphasis. The Wildcats want to get the ball inside and let her go to work.
Bedsall trying to get around Kent. Hands it off, Ledford drives, pauses in the lane, and she walked.
Good defense there by Covington. Forced a turnover from Bedsall. So good offensive possession, good defensive possession for the Wildcats starting off.
Bruins are going to show a little full court press. Muhammad with it now.
Little 1-2-2.
Get it across with Kent. Gets poked away from behind, and Bedsall comes away with it.
So the press works out for Bob Jones.
In the corner all over her was Morgan, able to give it up to LaFew. And pushing foul by Covington.
So they can call Covington for putting 2 hands on LaFew. She was driving to the basket. A little bit, the Bruins got the mismatch there. LaFew with the shorter Covington Gardner, and she was going to take her to the hole immediately.
So inbound on the baseline, looking for help, throws it up top. Bedsall moving traffic around, trying to get around Muhammad. LaFew the take, pivots, gives it up. Out on the perimeter, it's Thompson. 15 on the shot, Ledford the drive. Covington sticking right there with her. Backdoor cut to Edwards. Oh, it sat right there on the rim, couldn't
How
fall.
did it not go down?
Oh.
It almost came to a stop on the rim, just balancing up there.
Muhammad the Euro. Foul on the other end, offensive foul. So 2 fouls on the Wildcats already. First on the Covington and now on Muhammad. So just tuning in, about a minute and a half gone in the first quarter, and there's a Muhammad with the interception. Wildcats leading the Bruins 2-0 right now in the first game of a doubleheader versus Bob Jones.
You were not wrong. There was also a minute and a half gone in the first half as well.
Wildcats playing some stingy defense. The ball off the hands of Ledford, able to keep it alive in bounds. Step back 3, looked like it got blocked by Covington.
Covington definitely got a piece of that attempt by Ledford.
Kent underneath, hits the bottom of the backboard, but it's fouled. She'll be at the line shooting 2.
Muhammad got Kent the ball there on the baseline, and she drove immediately to the basket, earned a free throw line trip for her efforts.
That foul on Sarah Thompson, number 5 for the Bruins. First team foul.
Thompson, a senior from Matthews. She's got a big crowd here tonight. But I think this will probably be the last time she plays in the Charlotte area.
Kent's second shot Offensive rebound, Hankerson got it swatted out. It'll stay on this end of the floor with the Wildcats.
So Nisha doing what she does, grabbing those offensive rebounds.
It'll be Muhammad on the baseline to inbound. Quickly into Hankerson, right in the middle of traffic, goes right around and fouled on that attempt. She'll be at the line. Foul on number 32, Delaney Edwards, her first, second team foul on the Bruins. First shot from Hankerson, no good. Wildcats starting off 0 from 3 from the free throw line.
Now, the men started off 0 for 3 from the free throw line last week against Carolina Christian and then proceeded to make 25 of their next 29. Or 22 of their next 25, excuse me.
There's the first of that, hopefully 25 straight. Baseline drive from Thompson, gives it up underneath to Edwards, the kick out three. That's good. Bedsaw, nice looking stroke there.
Bedsaw wide open, shooting with confidence, knocks it down.
Ball tipped by the Bruins. Well, they're going to say tipped by the Wildcats. It'll be Bruins ball.
I think the officials are going to get together here. That ball clearly got tipped.
Yeah, they do.
Good teamwork there by the folks in stripes. 3 teams on the floor in every game. The officials working in unison there to get the right call. As Kiera Lloyd comes in for the Wildcats.
So Lloyd now running point with her replacing Muhammad. Kent works around a double screen, finds Covington. That's a 2, and that one's good.
Deep 2 there for Covington. She's extending her range out a little bit here in her senior season.
And moving screen.
That's going to be the second already on Edwards. Not a lot of post depth for the Bruins as it is. So we'll see what Coach Mike Levere decides to do with Edwards. Like for now, he's going to stick with her. And that's 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes.
Hankerson set up on the elbow. Covington drives, stops at the free throw line. That jumper's good. 2 for 2 to start off for the senior Bianca Covington. Thompson trying to work around Lloyd. Step back 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound from Edwards. And they get the jump ball. It'll stay on this end of the floor with the Bruins.
Good hustle there by Covington, able to tie up Edwards. Bruins will keep the possession on the AP arrow.
Ledford on the baseline inbound. Quickly finds LeFew. And she's fouled in the shot attempt.
So great little inbounds play there. As LeFew gets the basket, lays it up. Gets hacked by Morgan. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Number 24, Madison Shoup, checks in for Edwards, who has 2 fouls. Free throw no good. Rebound Covington. Covington works around the same spot. Can't get the finish, but she's fouled. She'll be back at the line. 2 shots. So not even 4 minutes gone into this one. Fouls are aplenty. 3 on the Wildcats, 4 on the Bruins. Bianca Covington at the line. 2 shots. First one no good. Wildcats shooting so far 1 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Oh, couldn't get the roll. That's 2 shots we've seen here tonight from both teams. Just ball will sit on the rim. Just doesn't go in. able to get away from the double teams. LeFew, Ledford loses her handle. Somehow got it back with Shoup. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Ledford. They swing it in the corner to Shoup. Guarded out by Hankerson. Covington got her hand in there. Ball on the ground. They're going to get the travel. So it'll be Wildcats ball. They hold possession there, essentially. Subs check in for the Wildcats. Number 3, Kayla Rogers. Number 1, Justice Wallace. And Muhammad comes back in. Chuck, we got a Scooby sighting in the crowd.
In the house. That's the first time we've seen her since last year. Of course, Jaquana Pauling, a member of the 2018 national title team.
Rogers trying to create separation. That's a 3. That one rims out.
Great screen there from Morgan, but Rogers can't knock down the shot.
LeFew flashed inside. Good pass. That was Ledford to LeFew.
Couple buckets now for LeFew. She was a thorn in the side of the Wildcats last season here.
Morgan, the pull-up jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, gets tipped around, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Justice Wallace in there fighting for that one, keeping it alive. Ball goes out of play off the Bruins.
Jemiah Montasol checks in for the Wildcats to replace Morgan. Lloyd to inbound on the baseline. Rogers gets it. Swings it back over to Muhammad. She'll pull the trigger. That one no good again. Rebound falls right to Wallace. Fighting for the ball inside. Still tipped around, and the Bruins come away with it.
A little bit of a hot potato on that possession. No one could really secure the ball for more than about half a second.
In the lane, count it, as Thompson will have a chance for a three-point play.
Thompson there, aggressive with the drive to the basket. She lays it in and gets fouled. It's going to be the second on Muhammad, so she's going to come back out.
As quickly as she checked in, as quickly as she'll go out. Covington comes in to replace her.
Thompson at the line, misses it.
So Bruins only lead by 2, 9-7, 4:30 left in this first quarter play. First game tonight of a doubleheader versus Bob Jones University. Rogers will try another 3. And that one no good. Rebound LeFew. Going to get the foul on the Wildcats. That was going to be on Covington. So that's going to put the Bruins in the bonus for the remainder of this first quarter. 4:11 remains. It's going to send Ledford to the line right now. First shot is good. Just heard the PA announcer address the crowd not to use the artificial noisemakers. Got some bullhorns out here that are distracting from the game and the players.
At least they're not cowbells.
Bruins back in their press. Montsall heaves it across to Rogers. Quickly down low to Wallace. And they're going to get a travel call.
Good call there by the officials. Justice was buried underneath the basket to catch that pass, and she tried to tiptoe to stay in bounds, but that forced a travel.
That's Rachel Clark with it now inside. Her shot, good. So Bruins finding some success inside. And Wildcats turn it over. They're going to get it right back.
So Bob Jones up by 6 now. As Hankerson checks back in the game, and they're going to have the possession with a chance to extend the lead even further.
Hankerson and Kent, as you said, check in. Wildcats got 6 on the court. No, I thought Rogers was inbound. My bad. And that pass just a little bit out of the reach of Clark and stepped on the line. So Wildcats will get it right back. No harm, no foul. Going for the steal like a center fielder was LeFew. That's a three from Clark. In and out. Fight for the rebound. They get the jump ball. It'll be Wildcats' possession.
So the Bruins showing a lot of fight in this one so far, as they're up by 6, making life difficult on the Wildcats.
As you started out, they're on 10 days of rest. So
They
Bruins,
did. They had a game canceled earlier this week. Not sure why.
Wildcats are struggling to beat the press. They finally do with Covington. Gets across midcourt. She has a lot of space in front of her. Drives. Fadeaway shot off the glass. No good. But Hankerson couldn't clean it up. Still fighting for it. Tipped out, and the Bruins come away with it. Weidman just checked in for the Bruins. She stands in the corner with it now. Guarded by Lloyd. Thompson the take. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Hankerson. And Hankerson traveled. Wildcats having some difficulty controlling the ball here in this first quarter.
So that's already 7 turnovers for the Wildcats.
Passing on the three is LeFew. Drives right by Hankerson underneath and draws the foul. Good take by LeFew. She'll be rewarded with 2 shots. That's just Hankerson's first. Wildcats already deep in their bench. They're going to bring Brianna Waltall into the game. That second shot good. So Bruins leading the Wildcats 15-7. Covington working through traffic, gets fouled.
And when you have 10 days between games, you can work on things like your press defense. And it's clear the Bruins have done that.
That foul on LeFew, and Wildcats now in the bonus. So Covington at the line for some free throws. 2:38 remains in the first quarter. That first shot no good. Wildcats still struggling from the free throw line. Second one gets the roll. So Wildcats shooting, 2 of 8 so far from the free throw line.
2 of 7.
2 of 7. Bruins with possession now. LeFew swings it over, finds Shoup. Guarded out by Morgan. The extra pass. Weidman passes on the long 2. Drives inside, not there. Kick out to Shoup. That 3, good.
A good find there by Shoup. She was all alone, kicked it into the post, and it came right back out to her. Wildcats did not rotate back out on defense, and she knocked down the 3. Bob Jones find themselves up by 10.
Morgan trying to fight for it. So 2 from Waltall is good. Much needed basket there from Waltall. Foul on the take. Lloyd will get called there. That's going to be Thompson at the line. 2 shots. Coach Levere for the Bruins is going to get Betsall and Ledford back in the game. Second shot rolls out. Tried to save it, but stepped on the line was Clark. It'll be Wildcats ball.
Betsall checks out. Thompson checks back in.
And they're going to get a carry on the Wildcats. Wildcats are in disbelief.
It was a great call.
Yeah.
I mean, Jada just put the ball in her palm and then turned it back over.
Lloyd knocked it out. Bruins will try again on the baseline. Waltall guarding the pass. Inbound to Clark. That's a three from Shoup, just about the same spot she made earlier. Rebound Morgan. Morgan pushes it ahead quickly all the way down in the paint. Pull-up jumper, tough shot. Gets her own board. Unable to finish, and rebound Clark. It's a three from Bedsall. Foul, count it! Man, Bedsall will be at the line for an opportunity of a 4-point play.
Chance to put the Bruins up by 13 here with just over a minute left in the first quarter.
Couldn't have asked for a worse start for the Wildcats.
That's 3 threes for the Bruins.
Bruins up by 13, 23-10. Just over a minute left in this quarter. Bruins show no sign of letting up, still going in their press. Covington able to handle the pass across half court. Works inside, brings it back out. Lloyd gets ripped inside, and Bruins come away with it. Stepping into that one is Shoup. Another three.
Bruins just brimming with confidence now as they're up by 16.
Get it ahead to Morgan. Bruins able to get back. Baseline jumper from Morgan, no good. Rebound Waltall. Spins, goes right against Shoup, can't finish. Rebound out on the floor. Shoup dives for it. Able to give it up to her teammate Ledford.
Gotta love the hustle there from Shoup.
Caught him in the air, up and under, shot no good. Rebound Lloyd. Wildcats can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Lloyd looking to push quickly. Goes all the way. Couldn't finish, but she'll be fouled. 2 shots coming up, 10.4 seconds left in the quarter.
Get the foul on Weidman. Her first.
That shot no good. Second shot from Lloyd. That one rims off the right side. Bruins now with a chance for the last shot before the quarter.
They turn it over and give it back to the Wildcats.
So, never mind what I said about the Bruins having it last. It'd be the Wild. Well, you know what? I'm just going to hold it off. Yep.
Still on 8 seconds.
They
You never
might
know
give
what
it back.
happen.
You know, I'm just going to hold it off. Lloyd with it now for the Wildcats. 5 seconds left. Works inside, spins once. Morgan, deep three. That one no good. We'll head to the second quarter. Wildcats down big, 26-10 to Bob Jones University. We'll be back in a minute with second quarter action. All right, so it'll be Bruins ball to start the second quarter. So Wildcats, their lineup's going to be a little different. Coming out to begin the second quarter is Kayla Rogers, Chase Muhammad, Justice Wallace, Hankerson, and into the lineup number 5, Shannon Martin. Number 42. She changed numbers during the season.
Wildcats playing Hankerson and Wallace together.
Shannon goes for the steal. Shoop another 3, no good. Offensive rebound from Clark, tipped away. It'll stay with the Bruins.
Also, Muhammad back on the court with her 2 fouls, but I think Coach Pernak down by 16. He's got to go with his offensive players. Officials checking the shot clock. They're going to leave it at 28.
Clark inbounds, finds Ledford. That's a 3 from Clark. Good. Excuse me, Shoop. Shoop on fire.
Is that 3 threes
Yep,
for Shoop?
3. I think she's 3 of 5.
19-point lead
Yeah.
for the Bruins.
And they get a turnover. Shoop right in the right spot at the right time to get that pass. That's a 3 this time from Clark. No good. Rebound Hankerson. Muhammad works inside. Good move. Able to split the defenders. Hankerson there. Cleans it up. Count it. And one opportunity coming up for Hankerson.
You're right. It was an awesome move by Muhammad. She couldn't finish, but Anisha in the right place at the right time. Cleans it up and gets fouled.
LeFew checks back in for Weidman.
So Coach Levere, Bob Jones going to counter with some size of his own. Getting LeFew back in for Weidman.
Yeah, free throw's good.
So Wildcats got a 3-point play on that end. They've got to play defense on this end.
Deep 3 from Shoop, feeling it. That time no good. Rebound Martin.
Wallace had a hand in her face that time, so it wasn't a clean look. She was a little long on that shot.
Rogers, that's a deep 3. Good! Back-to-back 3-point possessions there for
6
Wildcats.
points and now
a
steal.
It's Muhammad. Muhammad trying to work inside again. Pull-up jumper, good!
So 8-0 run in just a blink of an eye. Wildcats back down 11.
Foul on Rogers.
Rogers there on the block. She did not have established defensive position.
Just the first foul on Rogers. First team foul of the Wildcats in the quarter.
Thompson's going to check back in for Shoop. Boy, I don't know. I'd leave Shoop in there until she couldn't run down the court anymore the way she's been shooting.
And Coach Pernak answers with the Wildcats by getting MacArthur in the game to replace Hankerson.
And MacArthur gets the defensive stop there on LeFew.
Pull-up 3 from Muhammad off the mark. Rebound Bedsall. Takes it herself. 3 on the other end from the Bruins. No good. Rebound Muhammad.
Nobody picked up Bedsall coming up the court, so she just dribbled up to the 3-point line and let fly.
Martin 3, no good, but the offensive board from Wallace in the cleanup.
That's Wildcats have the advantage inside. They just need to pound the ball inside on every possession. If you have a wide open 3, sure, take it, but otherwise, got to go inside.
And again, nobody picked up the wide open shooter.
That was
time
Thompson.
It was Thompson.
So right after the Wildcats had trimmed the lead to 9, Bob Jones hits a 3 and goes back up by 12.
Get the foul from behind on the Bruins.
Muhammad got around Ledford, and then Ledford hacked her as she went by.
That's the second foul on Ledford. Covington checks back in for Martin. It'll be Muhammad on the baseline to inbound. Weidman will check in for Ledford. They just picked up that foul.
Just the second team foul of the quarter on Bob Jones.
3 from Rogers. Air mails it. The Bruins ball. And Wildcats now are going to go with a little soft press.
think they're going to say the shot clock didn't start. It's on 28, so it started at some point.
So it'll still be Bruins ball. Just a matter of how much time will be left on the shot clock.
We're going to take 2 seconds off the game clock and go down to 7:09, and 2 seconds off the shot clock, go to 26.
And they nearly got the tie up, but they're going to get the foul. Covington, hands on her hips, not impressed with that call.
The foul was on Rogers for the push.
Yeah, honestly, if they would have waited, they would have got the 10-second violation, not getting it across half court. She didn't. Her foot was not across half court. If they would have just waited, probably would have got that call. Weidman gives it up to LeFew down low. Taken right by Rogers.
Good double team there, forcing the turnover for the Wildcats. Now Rogers on the break.
That one's good. Back to a 10-point lead, and that one right out of bounds, back the Wildcats' way.
So the Wildcats able to get a little bit of traction here. Let's see if they can build on that. Get this lead trimmed down before halftime.
Still 6:38 left. Wildcats with it. They've definitely cut into this lead, only down by 10 now. Need to keep plucking away. Every possession counts. Covington running into a lot of traffic. Throws it up from her knees.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. It almost
got
went
that
down.
one to go. That would have been a heck of a play if she would have made that. Led for a good take, couldn't finish. Rebound Covington. Covington right down Broad Street finds MacArthur before the foul is called, though.
So LeFew missed that shot attempt on the other end. She was doing much better when a smaller player was on her, as the Wildcats have put some size on her. Her last couple of attempts haven't been on the mark.
Shoop and Betsaw back in the game for the Bruins. Kent and Morgan check in for the Wildcats.
And as soon as I say that, the Wildcats go small, as both Hankerson and Wallace check out.
Extra pass in the corner for Betsaw. That three-pointer's good.
Give the assist there to Thompson. She made that play. She faked the three of her own, drove to the middle of the court, and then kicked it out to Betsaw, who was wide open.
Wildcats had a 2-on-1, missed the pass. I don't think that pass really needed that much force on it to find Kent. Kent was a little caught off guard right there. Staying with her is Covington on Betsaw, and they get it across to Clark. Wide open on the baseline is Ledford. Couldn't finish, got her own rebound, and was hacked by Morgan. 2 shots coming up for LeFew.
Foul's going to be on Morgan.
Second foul. Hankerson set to come back in.
The small lineup did not really work.
She's going to check in from MacArthur. So 1 of 2 there at the line from LeFew. Wildcats still down 36-22. Just over 5 minutes left before halftime. Bruins still going with their full court press. Wildcats able to break it.
And that's how you break it right there, is get the ball to the middle of the court. The Wildcats that have been able to do that, they've broken the press easily. It's when they throw to the corners and the sidelines that the press has been effective.
Left all alone again as Betsaw converts. I say the 2 people on the Bruins you can't leave wide open is Betsaw and Shoop. And so far, Wildcats multiple times let him do it. Hankerson can't convert on the other end. Gets her own rebound, fouled on that attempt. She'll be at the line 2 shots.
Hankerson upset with herself that she missed the first layup, but she'll go to the free throw line. 4:44 left to play. the 4th foul on Bob Jones, so the Wildcats will shoot 2 the rest of the way.
That foul's on Clark, just her first. First shot from Hankerson's good. Waltall set to check in for the Wildcats. 2 of 2 there for Hankerson. Waltall check in for Hankerson. Working right into that trap was Clark, and the Wildcats get the steal. Muhammad steps into that one. Off the right side, no good. Rebound shoot. LeFew drives baseline again. Extra pass. They would have had Shoup wide open if Clark could have handled that one. Shoup will try from that spot. Off the mark. Rebound. Kent able to get it ahead. Morgan tracking it down in the corner. Throws it back out. Tipped away. Bruins gather it. It's been kind of a rough game for Morgan. Bedsaw, nice move. Gets around Covington. Deep 3 from Bedsaw. Count it. Oh, man.
Thompson. That was Thompson with that 3.
And they get the turnover. Wide open is Thompson. Rebound out will be Wildcats ball. Just like that, back out to an 8-point lead for the Bruins. Hankerson back in. She'll replace Waltall.
So that's 9 of 18. 9 of 19 now after that miss for the Bruins from 3.
So they've only made 13 field goals. 9 of them have been threes.
Kent ahead of the pack as the Wildcats throw over the press and get the easy lay-in there. That's one way to beat the press.
A few guarded out by Hankerson. Quick 3 from Bedsaw. No good. Rebound Hankerson. They're going to get the foul down low on Clark.
So
That's
Bob Jones to this point has made 9 3-point field goals and 4 2-point field goals.
Yeah, I said that earlier. You know, but they've only made 13 shots. 9 of them have been threes. Right, so Wildcats in the bonus now. Hankerson at the line, shooting free throws. Need just about every free throw you can get while time is stopped. So 3:15 left. Now down by 15 after that first made free throw from Hankerson. Nearly happened again. Shoup was not picked up.
The Wildcats are doing the simplest thing in basketball. Pick up the person with the ball.
Morgan scoop lane's good. And Morgan, quick hands, ticks it right out.
Like the most dangerous person on the court is the person with the ball. And the Wildcats are just letting them dribble right up, right to the 3-point line. And the Bruins, to their credit, are taking advantage of it.
Weidman will check in for Clark, who just picked up her second foul. Bruins able to work it across, back to Bedsaw. On the take, underneath pass to LeFew, no good, but she's fouled. She'll be at the line again, shooting 2.
Is that going to be the third on Morgan?
Yep.
It is.
No, that was going to be on Hankerson. Yep.
Second on Hankerson, not much better for the Wildcats.
It's going to get Wallace in the game, so Wallace will check in for Morgan. So 2:42 left before half. Bruins extend their lead out to 13 after those free throws from LeFew.
Again, they slapped the press on.
Muhammad able to work it across, finds a wide open Kent. Pulls the 3. That one's good.
Big shot there for Kent. Trims the deficit back down to 10. Wildcats need to finish this half out strong, get this into single digits before the break.
Thompson the drive. Lane gets the roll. Good answer there from the Bruins. Muhammad picks up her dribble, went for the steal as LeFew. We take under 2 to play. Bedsall another 3. No good that time. Rebound gets poked out right to Thompson. Fresh shot clock for the Bruins. Thompson will try that 3. That's good. Man, 10th 3 already in the first half for the Bruins. It's a 3-on-1. They give it up to Hankerson. Works inside. Gets underneath and gets the lay-in. That one off the foot of Muhammad. Wildcats going for it. It's Kent comes away with it. Bedsall hustling back, and Kent will convert. Back to 11. 1:20 left.
So press playing a little dividends now for the Wildcats.
Thompson inside. Kick out to LeFew. She'll try a 3. That one no good. Rebound Kent. Tick under a minute to play now. Wildcats with a chance here to cut it to single digits. Muhammad can't get the roll. Offensive board from Wallace. Another offensive board from Hankerson. Gets it right back one more time. Count it. 9-point game now. 45 seconds left before half. Bruins with it.
So Wildcats got it down to 9. Good defensive possession here. Don't give up a 3, whatever you do. And then you'll have a chance with it to finish out the half.
And that's a carry. So Thompson caught looking across court and just kind of held the ball in her palm, kind of like Morgan did earlier for the Wildcats. Coach Paranak's going to get Martin in the game, another shooter for the Wildcats.
Don't think he wants to get a cheap foul on Muhammad for her 3rd before halftime. So the Wildcats will play these last 32 seconds with Muhammad on the bench.
Just about 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Wildcats will have to take a shot.
They can basically hold for the last shot here.
Nice find inside to Hankerson. She's fouled.
So Hankerson to earn a trip to the line.
Coach Knack will get Covington and MacArthur back in for defensive purposes for the final 12.9 seconds.
It's not often you play offense for defense in the first half, but we're seeing it here.
Waltall check in as well. She's going to wait for Hankerson.
So the Wildcats have trimmed, I think it was 22 points at the highest.
Yeah, I think 22 or 24.
And they've gotten it down to 8, chance to get to 7. Now they just need to play out these last 13 seconds.
Offensive rebound. Covington puts up a shot, no good. Bruins come away with it, and they lose it out of bounds.
So the Wildcats are going to get another chance here. I think Shoup dribbled it off her foot as she was trying to turn and go up court.
Wildcats getting their substitutions right. I think Coach Paranak's like, man, you know,
Right,
we're expecting to play defense, and now I got to get everybody
7 players
on
the court. Now they get everybody off.
Got to
with a
hustle
5.
off. So they're going with Muhammad, Hankerson, Waltall, MacArthur, and Wallace. Muhammad on the baseline to inbound. 7.1 seconds left. Down by 8. Look to get a good shot here. Wallace up and under, can't finish. Rebound Bruins. And they're going to run out the clock. They won't get a shot off. And that'll take us to halftime. Wildcats come from behind deep, still behind, only by 8 now, 48-40. We'll be back in 14 minutes with the first half stats and second half action.
Back here courtside with Wildcats trailing 48-40 to Bob Jones. Halftime stats here. Bruins shoot 15 of 36 from the field, 41.7%. 10 of 24 from three, also 41.7%. 8 of 13 from the free throw line, 61.5%. Wildcats 14 of 38 from the field, 36.8%. 2 of 9 from three, 22%. 9 of 17 at the free throw line, 52.9%. Wildcats have a +7 advantage on the board, 25-18. They have 9 offensive rebounds, 3 for the Bruins. Turnovers are 14 for Johnson & Wales, 11 for Bob Jones, as the Bob Jones press has been effective in the first half and forcing turnovers. 5 assists, 1 block, 5 steals for Johnson & Wales, 10 assists, no blocks, and 8 steals for the Bruins. Individual scores for the Bruins. Sarah Thompson leads all players with 14 points on 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 1 of 3 at the free throw line. Sydney Betzall has 10 points, 3 of 6 from the field, also 3 of 6 for three, 1 of 1 at the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Madison Shoup with 9 all on three-pointers. She's 3 of 8, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Shoup. Kylie LeFew has 8 points on 2 of 6 from the field, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. She has 5 rebounds and an assist. Jessie Ann Weidman is 1 of 1 from the field. That was a 3. She has a rebound and 2 assists. Rachel Clark 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 2 points for her. Grayson Ledford 0 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 at the foul line. She has 4 rebounds and an assist. Delaney Edwards 0 of 2 from the field. She has 2 rebounds and an assist as well. Edwards and Clark have 2 fouls for the Bruins. Everybody else has 1. For the Wildcats, Hankerson leads them in scoring with 13 points on 3 of 6 from the field, 7 of 9 at the free throw line. She already has 10 rebounds in the first half. Kayla Kent with 7 on 3 of 3 from the field. She did make her only 3-point attempt. She has 2 rebounds. Covington with 6, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Rogers with 5, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Brianna Walthall 1 of 2 from the field for her 2 points. Justice Wallace 1 of 3 for the field for her 2 points. Chase Muhammad, a tough half for her, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 for 3. Should have 2 rebounds and 2 assists for her 2 points. Jada Morgan 1 of 6 for 2 points. Shanna Martin, Kiera Lloyd, Haven MacArthur, and Jemiah Montesal all played but did not score for the Wildcats. So we're ready for the second half. Wildcats down 48-40. Wildcats have had the ball starting out.
Coming out on the floor for the Wildcats, Muhammad, Morgan, Covington, Hankerson, and Kent. Our original starters back out there for the Bruins. This is LeFew, Ledford, Thompson, Betzall, and Edwards. Edwards picked up a couple fouls early in that first half and then sat majority of that second quarter. Quick rebound. Hankerson turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Thompson comes away with the rebound. Muhammad sticks with her.
Muhammad's got to be careful with those 2 fouls.
Bruins break the press, and they're going to get the travel.
Hesitated on that pass.
She kind of lost control of it and had to regather, and when she did, she traveled.
Bruins still going with their full court press. Up by 8, 48-40. We begin the second half, and it's a touchdown ahead to Kent. Works baseline. Gives it back out to Muhammad. It was in right around. Good move, couldn't finish. Rebound Thompson. Bedsall passes on the 3, drives baseline. 3 Wildcats there. Thompson on the cut. Runs it to a wall, and they're going to get the blocking foul on Hankerson.
Good call there. Hankerson.
It's her 3rd.
Kind of bumped into her a little too aggressively as Thompson was driving through the lane.
On the drive, Thompson, tough shot, fouled. She'll be at the line shooting 2.
Get that one on Kent.
That ball just out of the reach of the official's hands. Already 2 quick fouls on the Wildcats, just over a minute gone in this third quarter. No shots have been made so far. We'll see if we get some points right here at the free throw line from Thompson. And we get 1.
Thompson was just 1 of 3 at the line in the first half, and she converted on that one.
2 of 2 there. They go back out to a double-digit lead. Back into their press they go. Morgan, Muhammad, and Covington all back there, ball handlers. Get it across, find Covington.
Say Wildcats did a better job against that press last half of the second quarter there.
Pull-up jumper from Morgan's good.
Best form Morgan's had tonight. Solid jumper there. And the Bruins can't save it there. Really no pressure by the Wildcats, just a bad pass. So Wildcats will take the possession down to 8. Chance to cut into this lead even further.
Morgan, another pull-up jumper, same spot, different result, but the offensive board from Hankerson can't get the roll. Rebound LeFew. And it's a travel on LeFew on the other end.
LeFew can't believe the call. She thought she had her foot planted before she started her dribble. So the Wildcats have had a couple different opportunities now to cut into this lead, and they've let them go by the wayside. They can't continue to do that. They want to climb back into this one.
Inside Hankerson, right under the basket, fouled by LeFew. She'll be at the line shooting too.
Great post touch there. The first time Wildcats, well, they fed Anisha on that last play of the half when they designed after timeout out of bounds. But really the first time they've gone to her in the flow of the offense in quite some time. And she earns a trip to the free throw line out of it. The second foul on LeFew.
First shot good from Hankerson. Wildcats shooting 55% from the line tonight. They started off about stone cold, and now they've kind of turned it on here nearing the second quarter and the start of this third quarter. That's all calling for help. Able to find LeFew. Pass tipped away. Kent comes away with it. It's a 3-on-1 for the Wildcats. Covington off the glass and in.
So
it's a 2-possession game now.
4, and the tide had turned. Now the Wildcats, as Coach Mike Levere is going to get a timeout for Bob Jones. And now the Wildcats are starting to create some turnovers off of their press, whereas it was all Bruins in the first half. So 50-46, 7:41 to play. Just a reminder to everyone that Wildcats men's basketball team is in action just about 20 minutes after this one concludes, as they'll host the men from Bob Jones University. And then we will next be in action Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock, as the Hiawassee Tigers make their first ever appearance, another NCCAA opponent in the Wildcat Center. If you're around on Saturday afternoon, noon before the game starts at 3, the alumni game tips off at 12 o'clock. Come see some of your favorite men's and women's Wildcat players from yesteryear.
Rumor has it you might be officiating that game.
Maybe so. You might see me in the stripe for that one. So celebrity officiating.
On the baseline,
we're still
gives it up.
We're still negotiating the terms of my contract for that game.
Foul on the attempt. That's going to send Thompson to the line. Let's see who the foul's on. Morgan, Muhammad, and
her third.
Yep. It was either going to be on Hankerson or Muhammad. Hankerson already with 3. Now Muhammad with 3. First shot's good from Thompson. Two of 2 there at the line. Gives the Bruins a chance to set up their press coming out of that free throw. Hankerson able to get it across, finds Muhammad. Good snag on that pass. Muhammad splits the defenders, loses the handle, goes right to Covington. Drives baseline, works inside, spin move off the glass. Can't finish, rebound Hankerson. Gets the tip and airmails it out of bounds. It'll be Bruins ball.
I don't think Anisha really ever had that ball. She was kind of fumbling it the whole time. Even when she went up to shoot, she never really had firm control of it.
Able to get that pass around Muhammad. Bedsall with it now. 18 left on the shot. Edwards on the take, trying to get around Kent. Too far into the baseline. Able to find Bedsall, but she stepped on the line.
She went to kind of set herself to shoot that one, and that run on the Y in community.
Rogers checks in for Covington. 6:36 left, third quarter. Wildcats still down 52-46. They were down as much as 22 in this one. Now it's a two-possession game. So both the last games for the Wildcats have been the same kind of story. Men's basketball, their last game at home. Down
We had the
majority.
MACU game.
Yeah. Down majority of the game, and then we got a player down here. It's LeFew. I think she got hit in the nose.
Like she's got some blood there.
Oh, yeah. Full nosebleed from LeFew. She'll head off. Shoup will check in. And LeFew doesn't really know where
Everybody's
to go.
sitting there every which way to go. And we get to
There you go.
head trainer Stephanie Varian will take care of LeFew over there. I think they're checking to see if there's any blood, a little bit of blood on the court. So they're getting that taken care of.
So we'll step away here, about 30 seconds or a minute or so. We'll be back. All right, so back here out of the injury timeout, LeFew heads off the floor with a bloody nose. Shoup checks in for her. It'll be Wildcats ball, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Muhammad inbound. Kent up and under, can't finish at the rim, no good. Rebound, Shoup. Two players down, it's Hankerson and Edwards slow to get up. Extra pass. Shoup will try. That three's good.
The first three of the second half for the Bruins.
So Shoup immediately off the bench, able to knock down a three. Rogers brings it back out for the Wildcats. She'll try to answer, and that one no good. Rebound Bruins. Bedsall works it all the way. Inside, stops at the free throw line, can't convert.
And
Rebound Hankerson.
Nobody picks up the ball again. Bedsall can't convert on that one, though.
In the corner, Kent will try a three. Off the mark, fight for the rebound. Hankerson rips it down, loses the handle. Able to tiptoe the line, keep it in bounds. Muhammad's going to reset. 15 left on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Morgan. Kent moves baseline. Hankerson posting up underneath. That three's good.
Big answer there from Muhammad as the Wildcats have fallen back down by 9. That three pulls it back to within 6.
Cross-court pass over to Ledford. That three-pointer off the mark. Rebound Kent.
Ledford wasn't really square to shoot that one. Her shoulders were angled sideways.
Stepping into it was Muhammad, chases her shot down, gets the rebound.
Like, she just took that one away from Thompson.
Nice physical drive, gets by everyone on the baseline.
So Wildcats have cut it to 4 now, the lowest it's been in quite some time.
Getting a hand on it was Morgan. Wildcats with numbers the other way. And Morgan walked.
Morgan got herself too low underneath the basket. She traveled.
Subs come in for both teams. Clark and Weidman coming for the Bruins. Covington, MacArthur, and Wallace check in for the Wildcats. So 4:12 left in the third quarter. Wildcats down. 2-possession game, 55-51. Bruins with the ball now. Cross court over to Weidman. Weidman to take, up and under. Good.
Pretty move there by Weidman. She goes all the way to the basket.
Morgan pull up 2. That one no good. Rebound tipped out, goes right to Rogers. A lot of traffic in her way. Steps back for 3. That one off the mark. Out of bounds. It'll be Bruins ball.
LaFew back on the bench now for the Bruins. So they've gotten her nose stopped from bleeding.
Clark goes right in the trap on the sideline, able to get away, but finds Rogers of the Wildcats. And foul called
Looks like
on the Bruins.
Shoot for that one, I believe.
Yep.
It's going to be the second on her. Just the second on the Bruins, so Wildcats won't shoot for a while.
Hankerson set the check in, couldn't get her in just then, but she'll wait till the next stoppage of play. Rogers running point now with Muhammad and Lloyd on the bench. Lloyd yet to see the floor to start this third quarter. Covington to kick out. Morgan will try a 3. That one's good.
Pretty basketball there.
One possession game now.
The Wildcats did to the Bruins what the Bruins had done to the Wildcats.
Oh, I don't know about that call. Shoot looked like she was heading out of bounds either way. I don't think Rogers really forced her out.
So that's the third on Rogers.
Excuse me. I think they gave that foul to Morgan.
Or yes, they did.
Third foul on Morgan. So 3 apiece for Hankerson, Morgan, and Muhammad. Key contributes for the
trouble. Edwards to take. Weidman, corner 3, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound on the floor.
Shoop comes away with it, throws it back across to Edwards. Wild shot off the glass, no good. Rebound Morgan.
Great defense there by Covington, forcing the tough shot by Weidman.
Hankerson deep 2. Good.
Perfect. Wildcats down by 1.
Wildcats on the verge, tying it up and possibly taking the lead.
Got to play good defense, though.
Edwards baseline, kick out to Weidman, across to Ledford. 3 from Shoop, off the mark, airmails it out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats ball.
Well, I think Shoop just wanted to get that one up before Morgan could close out on her. Never really got her feet set.
Number 14, Lauren Smith checks in the game for the Bruins to replace Ledford. First time she'll check into this game.
Smith, a sophomore from Scarborough, West Virginia.
Muhammad back in. She replaces MacArthur.
So the Wildcats can take the lead, remarkably enough, this trip.
Muhammad to take. Inside, a lot of traffic. Draws the foul. Nope. Call with the walk.
I think that was a good call. The defense was set, and Chase tried to tiptoe around him. Didn't get away with the travel.
Muhammad White right in the face of Clark. Able to give it up to Shoop. Smith able to find Shoup. Left wing three, no good. Rebound, Muhammad. Another chance for the Wildcats to take the lead. Muhammad, kick out to Rogers. Brings it back out. Pulls the trigger on that three, no good. Rebound, Smith. And Weidman able to escape the hands of Muhammad in the corner. The extra pass finds Shoup again. This time no good. Rebound, Muhammad.
So if the Wildcats go fairly quickly here, they can get a 2 for 1.
And it's Hankerson, count it! 3-point play opportunity coming up for Hankerson. Wildcats now with their first lead, I believe, of the game.
No, they made the first basket.
Yep.
And I think they had another lead at like 5-3 or something along those lines, somewhere in there.
Nevertheless.
But it's the
22
first couple
down,
minutes of the game. Yeah.
all the way back. 41.8 seconds in the quarter. Wildcats now lead by 2. 59-57. Able to get it across as Weidman. Kick out. Edwards will try a three. That one no good. Rebound Hankerson. Kent the take. A lot of bodies.
That's going to be a bad fourth foul right there on Hankerson. So Hankerson with 20 points and 15 rebounds picked up her fourth. That's going to put Lawrence Smith on the line. So we'll see how Coach Perinack plays these last 16 seconds and then the start of the fourth quarter with 4 on Hankerson.
First shot good from Smith. Martin will check in for the Wildcats. She'll replace Covington. Second shot hits every part of the rim, and we got a tie ball game, 59 all, 16.8. Wildcats can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Three seconds left. Kent, the kick out. Martin, the three, and couldn't get the bounce. We'll head to the fourth quarter, tied 59 all. This is going to be a good finish here at the Wildcat Center.
All right, back here ready for the fourth quarter, tied at 59. So we've played 30 minutes to play 10 to decide who's going to come out victorious in this one.
Quick trigger there from Bedsall, no good. Fight for the rebound. Edwards stepped on the line. It'll be Wildcats ball.
Edwards fighting with Wallace for that one. She won possession, but just couldn't quite keep her feet in bounds.
Covington with it out on the perimeter, finds Muhammad. They swing it over to Kent. Hankerson not in with those 4 fouls to begin this fourth quarter, not surprising. 10 seconds left on the shot. Muhammad with it, hands it off back to Kent. Works around. Wallace got to do something with it, and she traveled.
Justice trying to go just a little too quick there.
Get it across to Smith. Another cross-court pass over to Edwards. Wallace nearly got a hand on it. Thompson goes back out.
Justice does a good job of cutting off the draw from Thompson.
It's Ledford. Pass gets tipped away.
5 to shoot now for the Bruins.
And they get the foul called on the Wildcats right at the end of the shot clock. Kind of a bailout call there on Covington. It's going to give the Bruins, it's going to say in the shot attempt, so Bedsall will be at the line, 2 shots.
It's the 3rd foul on Covington now, so she joins the parade of Wildcats in foul difficulty.
First shot no good. Morgan checks in for the Wildcats to replace Waltall. Wildcats will basically have a small lineup the remainder of this game. 1 of 2 there at the line from Bedsall. They go up by 1.
So you have to wonder now without Hankerson where the offense might come from. You have to look at Muhammad, Morgan, and Covington.
That's a 2 from Covington, and that's good.
Boy, half a step back and it would have been a 3. We'll definitely take the 2 as they retake the lead.
Left alone inside, couldn't handle the pass, and the Wildcats come away with it, and it's poked out from behind. Bruins get it right back. Ledford all the way, gets it poked out, and Wildcats take it right back.
So dueling turnovers here.
And pass tipped out. It'll stay with the Wildcats. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Morgan on the sideline to inbound. Kent will try a 3. That one off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Bruins ball. That looked like it went off the hand of Bedsall. The officials say Bob Jones ball.
So Wildcats put on some 3/4 court pressure. Bruins beat that.
And they're going to get the foul called. Coming from behind to swat that 3-pointer from Bedsall was Kent. That's going to be 3 shots coming up for Bedsall. Third foul on Kent, so add it to the list.
I think it'd be easier to list the people that don't have 3 or 4 fouls for the Wildcats at this point.
It's already 2 fouls on the Wildcats. We still got 7:51 to play in the quarter. First shot's good from Bedsall. Shoop and Weidman will check in. Weidman will come in for Bedsall after she makes this last free throw. So Bedsall gets the 3-pointer the hard way. And Bruins go back up by 2.
It's going to be a full team timeout by Bob Jones, so we'll take it with them. They're up 63-61 with 7:51 left to play.
Now the Bruins timeout. It will be a Wildcats ball. Down by 2, 63-61, 7:51 remains. Bruins come out of the timeout in their full court press. Wildcats able to beat it. Oh, it's close. Got to get across in 1 second. They do. Muhammad with it now, guarded out by Thompson. The take, hook shot, good.
Really nice move by Chase there, right to the bucket. Got the little hook to go in, tie us up.
Look at the foul called on Covington. I think that foul could have went either way. They got they're right at midcourt. It looked like Thompson pushed off.
I think you're right. Covington was upset that she didn't get the push-off call the first time. She's talking to the official about it now.
I don't think the official cared. He said back up. Man, that's the 4th on Covington. Ledford the take, off the glass, no good. Nobody boxed out for the Wildcats. That's going to send Edwards to the line for 2 shots.
3 Wildcats right there, and Edwards able to swoop in and get the rebound. And that's going to be the 4th on Muhammad. So now Covington with 4, Muhammad with 4, Hankerson with 4.
And Rogers will check in for Covington. Second shot, no good. Already 15 left on the shot clock. Morgan looking inside for Wallace. Good defense from Edwards coming from behind to get it back for the Bruins. Wildcats have numbers. Good defense getting back. Thompson the kick out. Ledford's going to reset. Hands it off to Weidman, trying to get around Wallace. Stops on a dime. 5 on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Weidman. The extra pass to Shoop at the buzzer. Good!
Just a perfect possession there for the Bruins as they ran 30 seconds off the clock and got the kick out 3 as they go up by 3 here.
Shot from Muhammad, no good. Edwards the rebound. Edwards all alone, 4-on-1. Goes it herself. Can't get the roll. Rebound Kent. Muhammad hands it off to Rogers. 12 on the shot clock. The take. And no call. Coach Paranek frustrated. Looked like the defender was out of the restricted arc. And that looked like it was another missed call. And they're going to get the travel.
Hankerson checks in. So see if she can make it the last 5.5 minutes here. Also, Montesal's coming in to replace Muhammad.
Kent able to break the press. Kent finds Rogers. Floater, no good. Rebound, Hankerson. Fouled on the attempt, back at the line. 2 shots coming up for Anisha Hankerson. That foul on Ledford, her 4th. First shot's good. It's definitely noticeable when Hankerson's not on the floor what the Wildcats' presence is underneath. She gives them both offensive boards, defensive boards, and it just gives you extra possessions when she's able to get those rebounds for your team. And most likely, no one can stop her, so she's either going to score or draw a foul.
But she has to be very careful here on the defensive end and not commit that 5th foul.
Guarding out on the perimeter, there she went. Could have been a foul from Morgan, and they're going to get the jump ball. It'll be Bruins possession. MacArthur's going to check in for Hankerson.
LaFeew's going to come back in as well. Her first game action since suffering the bloody nose.
Covington will come in with the 4 fouls for the Wildcats. She'll replace Rogers. It'll be Shoup on the baseline to inbound. They'll have a fresh shot clock. 5:07 still left in the quarter. Wildcats down 2, 66-64, make it 68. As that's LaFew.
Nice little curl off the screen in the inbounds play. LaFew gets the layup.
Montesol finds MacArthur, fouled in the attempt. MacArthur.
Good job there by the 2 freshmen, Montesol and MacArthur, combining to beat the press and earning a trip at the free throw line for Haven.
Justice Wallace set to check in for the Wildcats. She'll likely replace Montesol. Morgan will stay in. Second shot coming up for MacArthur. 1 possession game, this one to cut it to 2. Shoup calling for it, left all alone. Thompson with it now in the perimeter, guarded by Morgan. Works inside, foul in the attempt. She'll be at the line for 2 shots.
That's going to be it for Jada. Or excuse me, her fourth.
Join the club. Hankerson.
I think at this point you just
Morgan.
assume everybody has 4.
Yeah. So we still got 4:34 left. Bob Jones already in the bonus. Subs come in, Muhammad and Hankerson with the 4 fouls. We'll check in.
Wildcats are going to play offense for defense here the last 4.5 minutes with Hankerson and Muhammad.
Cross-court pass, able to get it over the head of Thompson to Muhammad. And Muhammad trying to avoid the trap. Somehow got around 3 bodies there. Morgan can't make the 2-point jumper. Rebound Shoup. They swing it across to Thompson. Brings it back out for 3. Off the mark, rebound Muhammad. Stops at the 3-point line. No good. Offensive board, Hankerson. Guarded by Edwards. We're going to get a Wildcat timeout.
30-second timeout, so 3:52. Wildcats down by 3. 25 on the shot clock, so a couple quick triggers those last 2 possessions on long jump shots. I think Coach Paranak's going to want the Wildcats to get the ball inside to Hankerson on this one. Trying to get an easy shot attempt or a trip to the free throw line. So Wildcats come back out with Muhammad, Wallace, Hankerson, Morgan, and Kent. Bob Jones counters with Thompson, Shoup, LaFew, Ledford, and Edwards.
Quickly to Hankerson. Bullet pass inside to Hankerson. Can't get the roll, but the offensive board. Turnaround jumper foul. Hankerson back at the stripe.
So that's 18 rebounds now for Anisha. And close to the school record of 22, held by aforementioned Scooby Pauling.
First shot rattles in. Subs check in.
She
Offense
also
for
has
defense.
22 points to go with those 18 rebounds.
Covington checks in for Muhammad. MacArthur comes in for Morgan, and then Montasol just checked in. So MacArthur will wait for Hankerson. Hankerson 2 of 2 there, cuts it to 1.
So again, Wildcats going offense for defense subs.
Emily Clark back in for Bob Jones. Thompson guarded out by Kent. Shoot the drive. Pass tipped away by Montasol. Couldn't get possession. Clark still with it.
Good defense there by
Shot clock
Montasol.
doesn't reset. 5 left. Quick shot from Edwards. Off the mark. Fight for the rebound. No box out again. 3 from Shoop. Good. That's a killer for the Wildcats. Now 2 possession game. Under 3 left. They're working across, find Montasol. Down low, MacArthur drives baseline up and under, fouled. Back to the line the Wildcats go.
I think Kayla Kent turned an ankle on that one out near midcourt. She's hobbling towards the Wildcat bench.
It's going to get Rogers in the game. That would be the 4th foul on LeFew. Haven MacArthur at the line, 2 shots. First one's good. Two of 2 there from MacArthur, cuts it to a 2-point lead for Bob Jones. 2:41 left. Bob Jones in the bonus. Wildcats 1 foul away from joining that. Clark able to get around Edwards. Thompson the take, off the glass, can't get the roll, swatted out, it'll stay with the Bruins.
Rogers touched it last for the Wildcats. So fresh shot clock here for Bob Jones. They could take this under 2 minutes if they wish. Up by 2.
Clark on the baseline to inbound. Throw it in, fouled again. That's LeFew. The same play they ran, just reversed to get her open on that opening shot when she checked in. A foul on Montasol, her first. First free throw, can't get the roll. Hankerson, Muhammad, and Morgan all come in for the Wildcats to replace MacArthur, Montasol, and Covington. Second attempt goes in. Bedsall checks in for LeFew. Still a 1 possession game. Wildcats still down by 3. Time ticking down the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Wallace. Morgan cuts baseline. Hankerson posting up Edwards down low. Muhammad with it. Quickly inside. Hankerson, good hands. Fouled again. Hankerson back at the line.
It's going to be Bedsall on that foul.
I think Hankerson needs to invest in some real estate there at the free throw line.
I did see the mailman drop off her mail there earlier today.
She's been good from the free throw line majority of this game. Hankerson 15 of 18 from the line today. That cuts the lead to 1. Subs come back in, offense for defense.
But she's definitely done her part to get the Wildcats a chance to win this one.
And it's tipped by Morgan, goes right to Thompson. Bedsall's going to take some more time off the clock. 1:40 left. Bedsall to take. Extra pass to Edwards. The elbow jumper, no good. Rebound tipped away, and it's going to be Wildcats ball. Foul from behind on Thompson.
I think they're going to get Bedsall over to back on that one.
And Wildcats will be shooting on the other end.
Her third. I think Morgan's going to be at the line with a chance to tie and even take the lead for the Wildcats.
Big free throws here from Morgan, returning in her first home game back from injury. 1:27 left. Both teams in the bonus. That first shot from Morgan's good. Two for two for Morgan. Wildcats have a lead.
Coach Pernick's going to call timeout. It's going to be a full, so we'll take it with them. Be back in 1 minute. All right, so we're back out of the timeout. 74-73, Wildcats up by 1. 1:27 left. It'll be Bob Jones' ball, the far baseline. See how this one finishes out.
Wildcats jump on the press, able to get across is Bedsall. Guarded out by Covington with the 4 fouls. Backdoor cut, it's Shoup, gets the roll. Able to find Covington across. Morgan wide open, moves inside, jump shot, gets the roll. Wildcats back on top.
Less under a minute now as we go back and forth.
Going for the steal, travel.
Haven MacArthur forced the travel there by Clark. As the Wildcats get Hankerson back in, 51.4. So I think Hankerson has to touch the ball this time. Let her score or get fouled.
Yep, guarded by Edwards still. Coach Pernick telling Muhammad take some time off.
But you don't want to be too stagnant and then have to rush into your offense with 5 seconds left.
Hankerson fighting for the ball.
Jump ball's possession error is going to stay with the Wildcats, so they'll have 14 on the shot, 34.3 left.
The referee's quick to blow that whistle on a jump ball. I mean, Rogers going to come in the game for Covington. Gets another shooter on the floor. Muhammad on the baseline to inbound. Quick shot from Hankerson. Good! 3-point lead, Wildcat timeout. Coach Pernick's going to set up the defense. 32.1 seconds left.
It's a 30. We're going to get Covington and MacArthur back in the game for defense. So Wildcats up by 3 here, 32.1. If you're Bob Jones, you haven't really been knocking it down for 3 in the second half. I think they've only made 2 threes in the second half. So do you try and go for the tie? Do you go for the quick score and then try and foul and extend the game? Lots of options here.
They have the shooters to do it. They have the shooters. They got Shoup, Bedsaw, and Thompson all out there. And we're going to get a full team timeout from the Bruins, and we'll take that timeout with them.
And that timeout allows Bob Jones to advance the ball into the front court, so that'll save him a few seconds. And this is a full team timeout, so we'll take it with him.
All right, so both teams take the floor now. It'll be Bruins ball. Wildcats out on the floor now is Muhammad, Covington, Wallace, MacArthur, and Morgan. They'll inbound on their own sideline. 32.1 seconds. They go for it all. Oh, off her fingertips, out of bounds. They had the play.
I just think Bedsaw was trying to see where she was and see who was coming before she took her eye off the ball. Kind of like what happened to old, what's his face for the Eagles?
Jeffrey.
Yeah, hey, Alshon Jeffrey.
There's two things with that. I mean, she was wide open. Nobody 10 feet around her. That pass could have been a little better, but still, she still has to catch it.
I think she was just looking to see, how wide open she was going to be and was she going to be able to get that ball up and, on the backboard and through the rim as quickly as she could.
Wildcats will be shooting now. It'll be Chase Muhammad at the free throw line with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. They lead by 3 right now, 78-75. First shot from Muhammad's good.
Big shot there, puts them up 2 possessions. They get the defensive squad back in the game with Covington and MacArthur.
Big free throws from the sophomore, and we're going to get another Bruins timeout. Wildcats leading by 5, 30.2 seconds remain.
So this will be a 30-second timeout it is going to be a full for Coach Levere.
Also, just to remind folks out there, it is a doubleheader. We'll have men's basketball facing the same Bob Jones team. That will be 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Be sure to stick around for that one.
We will step away for about 15 minutes and be back on the air about 5 minutes before tip-off at that one. So stick with us here on the Wildcat Sports Network. Once again, reminder that next home game is Saturday for men's basketball as they play host to Hiawassee at 3 o'clock. The alumni game, 4th annual basketball alumni game, is at noon on Saturday. So if you're in the area and want to come out and see some of the Wildcat greats of yesteryear, stop on by. If not, we'll see you for the game at 3 o'clock. So out of the timeout, Bob Jones has Thompson, Bedsaw, Shoup,
Clark,
and then Edwards.
So Wildcats, no time to give up now. There's still a lot of time in this one, only up by 5.
And it looks like they've given the Wildcats a delay for being late getting out of the timeout there. So not really material of this one, but if it happens again, it would be a technical foul. They try and run the same play to Bedsaw again. Wildcats cut it off this time.
Pass tipped up in the air, goes right to Bedsall. Shoot, that's a 3. Off the mark. Rebound, Edwards saves it. Bedsall right there. No good. Fight for the rebound. Still with the Bruins. Up and under. Got to get a shot
offensive
off.
rebound attempts on this possession.
No good. Rebound,
before.
Muhammad.
Boy, Bedsall got 3 of those 4 on her own, and she just outfought everyone for the ball. The smallest player on the court just hustling her heart out. To no avail as Thompson's 3 goes begging. And that'll send Muhammad to the line for free throws, 80-75 with 8.9 left.
It's going to be Muhammad at the line. 2 shots. LeFew checks back in to replace Bedsall. First shot no good. Muhammad 1 of 2 there. Wildcats up by 6. 8.9 left.
Wildcats wisely put on the press to make them burn time getting the ball up court.
And poked away from behind. Quick jumper from Shoot. No good. Rebound Wallace. And that'll do it. Little extracurriculars after the play, but Wildcats will take the first game of this doubleheader, 81-75. Again, stick around. In 15 minutes, we'll be back on the air with men's basketball taking on Bob Jones. Stay tuned until then.